Well, video number 4. I'm hogging the airwaves. Good afternoon, YTPC. As if I even need to say it. This is Dave coming to you from the Paddock here in Southern Maryland. It is now 1 p.m. on Friday afternoon. And it sure would appear that all I'm doing today is making videos, huh? Anyway, I love doing the Freedom Friday video. I like it to stand out on its own. And then, that unbelievable gift from Razorback. So anyway, just this will be a little mini grab bag. Not going to take it serious like yesterday. But hey, let's do some house cleaning first. All right, so this pipe, check this bad boy out. Now it says PP on it, so I'm assuming that's a Peterson pipe. One of you out there knows what this is. I bought this from CJ back when it was Corvette Jim, back before he changed to Jim's Garage. He sold a bunch of his pipes online and I jumped on it. He did it across 2 or 3 days. I think I've got about 7 of his pipes, but this is the one he said that he kind of regretted the most putting up for sale. I have not, kind of out of respect for Jim, I have not touched it. But today I decided was the day. We were going to go ahead and bust this bad boy out and smoke it. I'm continuing my Codger Blend tour with Captain Black. This is just the regular white. So let's fire it up. This is the second bowl of the Captain Black White in this pipe. Jim, this pipe has an amazing draft on it. It smokes great. It's got a huge bowl on it. I like it. It's funky. It's a little funky for me, right? But let's stretch ourselves. Let's do some crazy things. Anyway, I like this pipe. I didn't know what to expect, but I love it, Jim. Thank you, Greg. Captain Black White. So guys, this is day 7 of my Codger Blend tour. Day 1 was Captain Black Dark. Today is Captain Black White. I have 4 more Captain Black blends. So it'll take us out 4 more days. I still have the cherry, the gold, the platinum, and the royal. Now I realize those are probably getting away from what people call Codger blends, but it's Captain Black, so I'll just do it as part. But that'll get me 11 days, something like that, in the Codger tour, without having touched the same brand twice. Kind of amazing. But I'm enjoying the tour, guys. I was a little embarrassed to be a year into pipe smoking. I haven't done half and half either. Ouch. So a year into pipe smoking, a year into YTPC, 3 months into making videos, and I hadn't smoked the Codgers. So I'm glad to have at least made the rounds, over a 2-week period. So guys, it was Sir Walter Raleigh, Granger, Prince Albert, Carter Hall, all the Captain Blacks, Velvet. What am I missing? What's considered a Codger blend that I have not put on that list? Again, I want to say thank you to Razorback. There's a thank you video out there, but I'm going to say it again here. Any man who sends you 3 McClellan blends, including the Frog Morton, needs to hear it many times. Guys, I did a quick little Paddock update for you because I had a really cool addition. So I'm gonna go ahead and stop this and put I do a little 360 over here. I added a couple things. I'm pretty proud of how it turned out. So I'm gonna do that right now. So here's a little Paddock tour. All right, guys, another little Paddock update. So you've seen all this. Just starting to get, for visitors, I get little charging cords now and tobacco trays and ash cans. But this is what I wanted to show you. I got my bar finally. It came, got it assembled and got it set up, and then my fridge is, I moved the fridge over here. So it's pretty much right next to the cellar. But this was, kind of pretty happy with how it turned out. Now my coffee pot's over here by my desk, and my mugs and my glasses, my moonshine, kind of my cheap rums, my Crown Royal. And then I got a couple of these flasks that I thought were kind of cool. Some nice rums. That's the Ron White tequila. I know he doesn't drink anymore, but I bought it. I haven't even opened it, but I thought it was kind of cool. I'm a big Ron White fan. And then my kind of my Scotch, whiskey, bourbon collection. Not a lot going on there yet. This is kind of cool. This is from I was grand champion back in 2021 in my racing days. They gave me a bottle of champagne, so I had to put that up there. But I'm just really happy with how that turned out. The Paddock's really looking good. So anyway, you've seen most of this. Put a battery backup, so I have an ups here behind on my computer stuff now. So all my electronics, everything. So that's it, guys. Just wanted to show you. So hey guys, there's 2 videos that I want to call out. I found them particularly meaningful in a way that I think the YTPC is embracing. And I know there might be a little controversy about non-pipe content, but the first one is Paul Gilson's, his remembrance smoke for his son who died 3 years ago. I think it was last night or Wednesday night. I might have been a little late to the arrival on that video, but I was a little bit shocked and touched. Can't imagine what he went through, and what you have to live through when a son passes away like that. You have to live with that the rest of your life. But thought he handled it really well, and the remembrance smoke I thought was a nice touch, and it just it touched me in a way that I wanted to call it out here. If you've not seen Paul Gilson's remembrance smoke, I would recommend go over there and spend the 10 or 15 minutes. It's pretty touching. If you got kids, you might end up calling your kids. Yeah, there was Piper X1X or Piper 19. I never know what to call him. But Piper X1X is, don't be scared to speak out video. I'm blown away by the openness of the people in this community and the courage it took him to put that out in front of all of us. And, we are seeing a lot of courage in front of the cameras lately. I don't know if that's new. I've only been doing this 3 months, and I've only been watching for really about 11 months now. And it seems like people are getting more courageous in front of the camera. I hope that's true, because that means the trend is changing. We're getting more bold. We're getting more brash. We're getting more honest. And that's one of the key hopes of my channel, is that we'll continue to break those barriers. push the content barrier, talk about things that haven't been talked about, talk about things that need to be talked about. Anyway, and those two videos did that. Paul Gilson's and Piper X1X's. Those are two videos that are specifically call out and ask you to go, not for channel support, but just to go watch, just for you. Certainly acknowledge them if you want, but I meant more for you to watch those two pieces of content was quite touching, and they're not feel goods, but it does feel good that people are taking that risk. So I just wanted to call you two out specifically. A subject I want to talk about is something that's probably been brought up maybe by 10 of you over the last several weeks. And that was your concern about me flaming out or burning out on this YTPC video thing. Several of you mentioned, hey, you burst onto the scene and you're doing a video a day, and you've seen a lot of people come and do that and burn out and maybe go a couple strong months and then disappear entirely. I mean, clearly I haven't seen that. I haven't been here long enough. So I did a quick look. My first video was 105 days ago, and when I post this video, it will be my 130th vid. We've only missed a couple days, I think basically due to truck travel. But I don't feel the burnout. And I'm not saying I won't, but I did want to address it because, a lot of you, there are like 10, maybe more people brought it up in the last few weeks. So I just wanted to address it. To some extent, I feel the opposite. Every now and then I feel like I have no idea what I'm going to talk about, and I feel like a little bit of pressure. Like, well, you got to get something out there, which is a little bit silly. I do understand that. But most of the time I feel the opposite. You guys made it pretty clear you wanted to see the restart video, the start over video, and that turned into five pretty long videos. Some of them had to be broken up, so there's like 8 of them. Yeah, that was a week's worth of work. Several of you said the 10 or the 11 things I brought up yesterday, each one should have its own video. I don't have the strength to even start that yet, but there's another 10, 11 days of work. The Freedom Friday videos are actually fun to make. And I think it serves a larger purpose. It's fun to show the weaponry off, but the other thing is to kind of beat back the assault we're under. Push back and be someone who's willing to put it on camera and say, I fully support what's happening here. And then the embarrassment of riches that you guys send me. I'm doing a thank you vid. What have I done? 10 of them? For me, I need to do a thank you video when you guys do that. I think it's the right thing to do, to acknowledge the person who did it and do so in a public forum. I don't think I've had anybody say don't do it, so I appreciate that. Anyway, it's currently in the phase of life that I'm currently in. This is part of my life. I enjoy building the Paddock. I enjoy spending time over here. I enjoy spending maybe half my time when I'm here preparing for, researching, recording, editing videos. I enjoy I enjoy taking you along with me. The 3 lunting sessions are kind of fun. To take you through the horse farm and show that off to you is pretty cool. To take you to my property where I live and show you the property and the fire pit and all that was fun to do. having you in the truck with me on the way to Wyoming and back, I enjoyed. Learning about pipes, learning about tobacco, learning about cigars is something I enjoy, and to do it in front of you is I enjoy doing that. Will this go on forever? Probably not. Will there come a phase in my life where I'm too busy helping or doing something else? It's possible. But for now, for the last 3 months, this has been a big part of my life, and for the foreseeable future, I think it will be. In about a week, my wife heads down to Florida to see my daughter for spring break. So I need to cover that. I need to be here for the horse farm and for mom and for the dogs while she's gone. But when she returns, I will probably head back to Wyoming for a month or so. So you'll be part of that as well. And then we'll do some hunting around the property out there, out in the wilderness. And I'll be able to show you a great part of the world. Anyway, I say all this to say I'm enjoying it. And I don't feel burnout. And I very rarely feel pressure. And actually, you guys help me quite a bit. I mean, a lot of you guys text me or email me ideas, things you'd like to see, things you'd like an opinion on. Yesterday's was a really good example of that. So please keep that up. What do you want to hear? What questions do you have? What videos do you want to see? That it really does help me. I know sometimes you guys write, oh man, I shouldn't bother you about this, but that's kind of the opposite. You're truly helping me when you send that kind of thing. I think the last part of that subject will be, as a guy turning 60, it's rare that I make new friends, and this community has brought me a lot. There's probably at least 10 of you, and maybe more, that I'm becoming friends with, not just through the videos, but through texts and phone calls and emails and the Zoom call we had on Saturday. The meetup that Uncle Willie and Potter Piper and I had. These are opportunities that I thought had gone by me in life. So the YTPC and being a presenter in particular has really brought me opportunities to have new friendships, meaningful friendships that I didn't think was possible. I had no idea when I fired that first video up on November 6th that this would become such a rich environment for me. So I enjoy it, and that's why I do it. In Wyoming, I have the real human version of this. I mean, my cigar lounge in Wyoming provided me probably 10 or 12 friends who I would not have met if I had not smoked cigars and gone into that lounge. So I'm at a great point in my life, and you guys are a big part of it, and I appreciate that. And part of the way I show it is by doing videos. So I appreciate the concern. I don't feel burnout at this point. So I just wanted to touch on that. Guys, that's it. Thank you very much. Hopefully you're having a great week. Hopefully your Friday is good. Hopefully you have a good weekend in front of you. And hopefully you have a plan for next week. That's it, you guys. We will talk again tomorrow. Bye, everybody.